Do spices expire? This pot has a spout, which is why I think I love it. This is the best Earl Grey to exist ever. To pee before leaving work. The absolute worst feeling coming out of a shift. This is me post 12-hour shift. I actually like look and feel great, apart from like slight headache. I know it's because I haven't been very good about nutrition, water, everything. Something about the inside of that store made me need to pee so bad. Like, I needed to pee before work, but like, oh my god. Travel on by. Post shower. I feel like somebody hit me with a truck. I would feel fine if not for my headache, but I'm gonna take my mom's advice and just take a nap on the couch for like 2 hours, and then hopefully I feel better. If not, I'm just gonna go to bed. And y'all will never, this footage will never see the light of day. You know you're down bad when you're eating plain bread. That's me. Locomotive, turning of the century.
You from the beginning, you were clearly out of Bali. You didn't look at where I was standing. I thought that we would never meet, but here we are now, two restless souls lost in a room full of strangers. I wanna wash that sad look from your face, and maybe you can keep me away from dangers. Let's sneak out together, baby.
Are turning brown, red and yellow.
Okay, so prepped dinner, well, sweet potatoes, and now I'm going to prep some spinach for dinner. I'm going to saute some spinach. I've never sauteed before. All I know is that it involves oil and spices, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm not even gonna look it up because I don't care. I just want some vegetables with my dinner. I got this spinach on sale for like $1 each. I was like, hello, you're coming home with me. And I desperately always need more greens in my life, so romanticizing health and wellness too, because that's important. And one thing about me, I do not care if it says it's pre-washed. Oh, my top is off. I don't care if it says it's pre-washed. I will still give her a little rinsey rinse because she needs that. Okay, so spinach, olive oil, salt, and pepper. Basically, I salt and pepper everything. And now we're gonna mix. Can you overcook spinach? Okay, it seems like it's done. I think I put too much olive oil, even though I felt like I put a drop. But I think some of this is like water, because spinach is water-based vegetable, and then I put it in there with some of its water. So I'm just gonna drain this so it doesn't, I don't want it this wet. You see all this? Yeah, we're gonna drain that. And then that's the spinach. Okay, while I am waiting for the rest of the potatoes while we're waiting for the sweet potatoes to finish. Sweet potatoes, why did I say it like that? While we're waiting for them to finish, I am going to make some fall syrups. I'm out of syrup. I always keep a syrup on me. The one I usually been making is Earl Grey syrup, but today we're gonna make two. We're gonna make Earl Grey, and then we're gonna make pumpkin, like a pumpkin pie type syrup. That's gonna be fun, because I haven't made that before, but we're gonna try. So we're gonna start with the pumpkin, and then we're gonna do the Earl Grey. We're just gonna freestyle. So yeah, let's do that. Is anyone crazy like me and have a favorite pot? This is my favorite pot. My mom got her at like Walmart or Target a couple years ago. And she is, I love her. I love a non-stick pan. Say what you want about non-stick, but she's kind of that girl to me. Anyway, so for pumpkin pie, obviously you need a pot. Then I'm literally gonna take a whole can of pumpkin puree, just because I don't do half cans. I hate storing cans in the fridge because then they get all rusty and weird, and it's like, that's not supposed to be happening. So I don't store. If a recipe calls for half a can, I'm like, okay, so now we gotta double it. But yeah, I'm just in a great mood, and I'm very excited for this year. Anyway, got the matcha. It's not fall themed, but I've been craving a matcha Americano. I didn't realize how much I love matcha Americano until I had one the other day, because we didn't have any milk at home. And I was like, oh god, I already started making my matcha. So I was like, damn, I'll just put water, and then I put like a splash of like this protein, like the Fairlife protein thing, but it was just like a splash. I didn't want to use it all because I had already put sweetener in my ice. So I was like, I don't want to use this whole thing of milk because it's sweetened, and I didn't want to like double sweeten it because then it was going to be like too sweet and I wasn't going to enjoy it. So I just put water for most of it, and then a little splash of the milk for the creaminess, and it was so good. It was so good. But I didn't want to do anything creamy today. I wanted to do like a pure matcha Americano, but this time with coconut water, and it's so good. Like honestly, this is summer. It was 82 degrees today. It's not even like fall, but I am microdosing fall in my outfit. So I have like my cute bolero from Rat Boy that I'm wearing, my skirt, my white skirt. This is like fall transitional because it was 82 degrees. It was 82 degrees. You guys, I will not be in a sweater until like December if you're, or maybe November. Maybe November it'll finally cool down, but yeah, this is really good. I am obsessed with it. It's just so smooth, so smooth. Also, your fave coffee shop could never. Look at the screen. It literally looks like I dyed it on camera. Oh my god. It looks way greener on camera than it is in real life, I think. But it does kind of give that like punch theme. I don't know, matcha Americanos are just so much greener, and I love green matcha. So you might catch me doing more of these, because to make the matcha stretch in these times, more Americanos, because lattes, like to make them really green, I had to use a lot of matcha, and matcha is not cheap anymore. So well, not that it was ever cheap, but it's getting more expensive. Like it's pricing people out. Anyways, let's get back to making the pumpkin. I got sidetracked. This thing is 15 ounces, which is about 2 cups ish. So I'm gonna do about 2 cups of sugar as well. I'm not really measuring though. I like using the thing that we put our sugar in at home to measure, but it's not really a measurement. It's just my measurement. 2 cups of sugar. You can use white or brown. I've made syrups with white sugar. I've made syrups with brown sugar. I honestly think brown sugar has more of a flavor. So if you want a flavor to come through, unless you're trying to do like a brown sugar syrup, don't use brown sugar, because I feel like white sugar just is very neutral, no flavor profile, versus brown sugar like has its own flavor profile. Then we're gonna do some spices. So I have like this pumpkin pie spice, which is a blend of cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, ginger, and cloves. And I'm gonna use this because it's pumpkin pie, not just pumpkin. And then I'm gonna add some more cinnamon, some more nutmeg, and my own ground cloves. So freshly ground cloves are amazing. They're so good. And I ground these like probably a while ago. Maybe I should throw them out. But to me, do spices expire? Like, is that a thing? Like, can it make you sick if you keep using expired spices? I don't know. Because I'm like, I kept it in a cool, dry area. And then we're just doing, oh, that smells good. Do the smell check. It's how I cook. And then yeah, so now we're gonna add some water. I added probably also around like a cup or 2 of water, just to, that's more than I would usually do. Usually I just add enough water to dissolve the sugar, but since we're using the puree, I don't want like a super thick syrup. Like it can be a little thick, but I don't want it to be super thick, you know what I mean? And now I'm just whisking it. I probably should have done that on camera, but yeah, I'm just whisking this all together to see the thickness because of the puree, it's going to thicken as it cools, I think. So I wanted the consistency pre-boiling and everything to be a little thinner than how it's gonna be, just because I think that as the syrup cools and I store my syrups in the fridge, it's gonna thicken up. Yeah, so like right now, this is like a pretty good consistency, like if this was the finished product, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more water because again, once it boils and cools, it's gonna thicken, I think. So now that you have the syrup, now all we're gonna do for this syrup is put it to boil. So I put it on high heat, I wait for it to boil, and then once it's boiled, I turn it on like medium, sometimes low, depending on how intense I want the flavor to be. But honestly, wait, let me get a spoon. Honestly, for this, put it back. I'm the only one drinking the syrup. It's fine, y'all. The pumpkin flavor is already there, like very prominently, so I don't need to like this simmering for too long to like extract flavor like I would for an Earl Grey syrup, for instance, because like the longer you steep your tea, the more intense, the more bold your flavor is gonna be. But for this one, I'm just gonna let it boil, put it down for maybe like an additional 10 more minutes, let it simmer, and then we'll bottle it. So yeah, that's the syrup. Pumpkin pie syrup. Okay, so I did end up having to add a bit more water because it already like got too thick, but I tasted it and it's literally perfect. I was on the phone with my mom, so I couldn't show you my reaction, but it's so good and I'm very happy. So that my glass things don't break, I do try to like cool it a little. So through trial and error, I have found that this is heat proof, or to some extent. I've put hot things in there and it's been fine. It hasn't burst on me. So that's how I use it to cool, because like you're changing pots, different surface areas. Ooh. Made a lot of syrup because she's all full and I still need some more. Another place. I also like it because it has like a spout. That's something that I realized I need more things with spouts on them, because it's just so much more helpful when you have something with a spout. Like this pot has a spout, which is why I think I love it, because I love the spout. And then I'm so happy just pouring the syrup in there. So I made a lot of syrup. Probably not gonna fit in the allotted container, but that's okay, because I have a lot of containers, so hopefully it fits in something. You see, less than 2 minutes, she's all clean. And bam, we're ready to make the Earl Grey. So for Earl Grey, what we're gonna do is some water first. No, we don't do water first. What am I talking about? We do sugar first. And then this is the best Earl Grey to exist ever. I think Earl Grey is so versatile. I've been drinking it all summer. I think it's a fall flavor. I think it's a winter flavor. I think it's an all-time flavor. Like, I think Earl Grey is just, I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. And I love this Earl Grey. I love it so much. So this is what I use. Why am I blanking out? I use a whole like thing. Actually, I think I use 2. So this box is done. Do I have another one? Yeah. Okay. I always have to have like my favorite stuff. I always have to keep it stocked. Like I can't not keep it stocked. And then what you do is you just take them out of the bag. Very simple. And then I remove the tags. So it's just very simple. It's like you just gotta. Okay, I say it's very simple and then I rip it. But it's okay because I'm gonna strain it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I try to rip it gently where I'm not like getting like the tea bag stay in the bag, but it doesn't always happen like that. And anyways, the tea bag side of the bag is more flavor. So yeah, I forgot about my potatoes, not gonna lie. The alarm turned off or the alarm rang and I turned it off, but I don't think I did anything about the potatoes. So here's the potatoes after being in the oven for about 30 minutes at 350. Look at that, she looks so good. I'm like looking for a place to put them. We're gonna put it right there. Now we can turn our oven off because we're done with her for the day. But yeah, so I do about 2 things of these, so that's about 8 tea bags. I like it pretty strong. If you're new to tea, I just feel like the Earl Grey, it has a very distinct flavor, but the sugar kind of strangles it a little bit. But I'm also making a syrup, so like the whole point of it is for it to be like a concentrated like sweetener, not just like a flavor. Because if you want more flavor, you can like boil the Earl Grey just by itself with water and then use that as like a concentrate to get more flavor, more Earl Grey flavor. But for me, I'm okay with sacrificing a little bit of Earl Grey flavor for some syrup action. So that's what I do. Okay, back over here. Yeah, we're just gonna keep adding some more. And then now that we have the tea bags and the sugar. Then I just add enough water to like dissolve the sugar, which is usually about like a cup, maybe 2. I'm gonna have some more of the syrup because I was just thinking about it and I was like, oh my god, it's so good. Because it literally tastes like pumpkin pie in a bottle, except it's the syrup. It's so hot, oh my god. Like it literally tastes like pumpkin pie. I wish you guys could taste it through the screen. It's so good. Yeah, she is not cool at all. I'm gonna wait until she doesn't have steam billowing from her when I just do this, because yeah, it's hot still, very hot. It's okay. Yes, dinner. Then I'm topping the fish off with some lemon. I didn't make this fish today. I made this fish like a while ago, but this is the like last large piece of fish. So I made this dinner to eat and finish the fish. I love fish with lemon. It's literally like my favorite thing ever. Yay! Okay, and then I'm also gonna do some tahini on top because I could put tahini on just about everything. And I salted the fish, so I either oversalt things or I don't salt them at all. So tahini is like my best friend because just a little topping of that and everything is perfect. So this is my ideal fall meal, and now we're gonna eat this while I think I'm gonna watch Gilmore Girls. I genuinely haven't watched the show in forever, but I feel like it is the perfect way to like romanticize fall. Like what other show romanticizes fall like Gilmore Girls? I genuinely cannot think of one that does. Now we're in the cool lighting of the evening, but yeah, the Earl Grey syrup is still going. I still have my matcha Americano. I probably should have finished drinking this a while ago so that I could like sleep tonight maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna let it boil and then turn off the heat and let it kind of keep cooking. But this is the Earl Grey syrup right now. She's so slay. But yeah, that's the vibe right now. The fall vibe. I feel like, what are those characters called? I have no idea. Someone was saying that like memory, like brain fog or amnesia is like a symptom of iron deficiency, which is spooky. Spooky, because I'm very iron deficient. I need to check my levels again because I might just have to get a gummy because honestly at this point, like I'm keeping or trying to get the amount of iron that I need out of like food is a freaking full-time job, because even the cereal, I realized milk has calcium in it. Calcium is going to cancel out like the iron. Like calcium prevents iron absorption, so drinking or eating my cereal with milk is like counterintuitive. I don't know. We're gonna check with the lab results and see if my iron levels have increased at all from like the past 3 months or so of eating this cereal pretty regularly. But yeah, okay, let's eat dinner. Soft the ground is because it just rained, so it's like the ground is soft. It's I've seen a snake. I've seen like 3 people on the trail so far. I saw a lot more people coming out like 6-ish, but like actually on the trail I've seen 3. It's so peaceful. It feels like I have the place to myself, even though I know I don't. I know there's other people here because I've heard other people talking on the other side of the trail. But this is, oh look, a chipmunk. I can't see it anymore, but it went up this tree. There she is. Crunching of the leaves. But I keep walking into spider webs, which is a little annoying, but other than that, like, it's great. Like, I'm loving it right now. These are genuinely so tempting, but they're probably poisonous. Last bit of this hike is like all uphill, which I think is criminal. I think it should be the opposite. What do I know?